But we lived in a society we perceived ourselves as having no corruption. There were investigations made by Transparency International, and we perceived ourselves having no corruption. But then suddenly we found out that the society was in many ways very corrupt. The financial system was very corrupt. We had really an oligarchy for a while, which turned into a kleptocracy, and there are rumors, strong rumors about politicians getting freebies from bankers, loans to buy stocks and stuff.
I think this is quite parallel to what happened to Norway. Norway also used to think of themselves as being the most honest people on the earth, no corruption. And, well, the truth is very often that your law enforcement system didn't work in that direction, didn't look on this criminality because of a lot of factors. One of the factors is that they have targets to meet, meaning in how many days do you solve a case. And our politimestre, they earn their money also due to how many days they spend on a case.
Yes.
And you know, an economic crime case takes 7 years, takes 5 years, so that makes the statistics go down compared to traffic incidents or small trafficking in drugs. That is easy to solve. So there is a lot of difficulties to overcome.
So the system is made to
Is it not made to deal with economic crimes of leading persons in the society?
No.
And this is undermining democracy. Really.
You think it is?
It is, yes.
It's such a serious...
It is a serious threat to democracy because democracy becomes a kind of theater where you're using nice rhetorics, but behind the scene, the reality is the illicit money flows, and where these illicit money flows serves the very greedy people. And we have so many examples of that. In the IHG case, in the Enron case. In the Enron case, people enriched themselves. Kenneth Lay, Fastow, while the company went down, and they knew it, and they sold their shares, and they earned money. I mean, and your banks, they knew that the Quran was going down, and they recommended to people to lend in foreign currency.
Yes.
This is very shocking.
It is shocking, yes.
It's very shocking.
Yeah.
And, I mean, what you are ending up with is so terrific that you have no other choice than to see it quite clear, to make the investigation of the year 100. You know, this is really a book example of a bubble, of bad banking, of irresponsibility, of what the lack of international regulations has done, and the Islamic people are going to pay the invoice exactly like the Angolian paid the invoice for the craziness of their leader. And the price is too high, so we need justice. I mean, that is so important, that these people should not get away if there are criminal actions, and only your domestic investigation can show that. And you do not have the right not to do this investigation.